out to another Fanboy Finds pickups recap. Had myself a fantastic time checking out some new spots. Let's go ahead and get into it. Now the first stop, I actually researched the place and saw it was called a hipster's paradise. Show up to the place and it's the finishing touch, an antique haul. Spent some time navigating the place and found what I guess and presume is the hipster's paradise there in the back with all those sweet little gems. Now what was a gem for me in that particular setup was this right here, Sonic Riders, only for $11. I see this thing every once in a while at about 30 or 35. I don't know what it goes for online, but man, only $11. There's a bit of a divot. I notice on the disc here there's a bit of damage, like a bit of a little... However, I did pop it into my own Xbox and it does play. There is some sound glitches here and there, but the whole game plays just fine. So it doesn't show up in the early levels, but there's a chance it could be in the later ones. I don't know. For now, I'm happy about this pickup. Finding ourselves at another movie trading company, I did take advantage of that buy one get one free deal I talked about in the last video, and I came away with some needed items off of my racing game list. Number one, driver parallel lines. Fantastic pickup because I usually see this maybe about like $20, but $15 is fantastic to have this finally in my hands because I keep on finding this either damaged or something like that. Speaking of which, it's a little bit damaged here on the bottom. Actually, the case is broken, but for 15 bucks, it is a deal. And to sweeten the pot on that particular deal, the one I got for free, Freaky Flyers. What? Finally, so many times I've come across this game, it's either damaged and way too much out of my price range, and finally having this now in good condition feels fantastic alongside parallel lines. Oh, and of course this is part of it with the movie trading company. Let's go ahead and rip this bad boy open. Man, that's cool, that shiny cover. And would you look at that, good on the manual, thank you. And let's check out the disc here. Well, isn't that beautiful? That is great. Parallel lines in the books. Thank you very much for that. And let's get over here to Freaky Flyers. I can't wait to check this one out. Oh, this one looks actually fun to play. Like some style of like Diddy Kong Racing flying levels. It looks pretty good. Oh, no manual. Damn shame. Okay, well, let's go ahead and look at the disc here. Well, at least we got the disc and a good deal alongside parallel lines, but ooh, that is a bit of a crusher. We're gonna have to look for that manual for this. Even though I didn't pick anything up at that anime pop store, it was a cool store to check out. They had some really awesome stuff. The owner wasn't in at the moment, but the clerk behind the counter was nice enough to inform me about they get a lot of their stuff from Japan and bring it on over here, which is really cool. Now over there at Geektopia, I was hoping I could find a couple of games, and it is a pretty good spot. Chris was a fantastic person to talk to, and I looked forward to chatting with you once again. He's actually been to a couple of the conventions that I've been to in the area, and is just a nice person to talk to. Go ahead and head over to Geektopia just to have a chat with Chris. Now, I didn't walk away with any games, but I did walk away with this guy, WOBBA. Man, WOBBA Fett's one of my favorites, probably because of the show really, but this is fantastic to have. And it was just something I couldn't resist walking away without. Last but not least, stopping at the Red Crab was actually pretty great. The place inside was packed full of people, and it got a little bit weird with the footage I got out of the food. It did not look as good as it tasted. Trust me, it was fantastic. Check the place out if you can. Thank you all for joining me again for another episode of Fanboy Finds. We actually had one of our episodes cross 100 views, which felt incredible. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate everything that you're doing for me, and I'll keep doing this because I've been having myself a fantastic time. Let it also be known that your comments are also meaning a lot. Thank you for those as well. Alright everybody, on this particular trip, what was something you would have picked up off the shelves? There's a couple of sweet gems at that hipster's paradise in that antique mall, and over there at the movie trading company, there was a couple of games I have not seen at other places. So definitely some good stuff to check out on this one. Thank you all again for watching. This has been Fanboy Bryan. You'll have a good one.